go. So I'm reminded of something, a joke this morning. Y'all see that truck in front of me right here? It's a salt truck. He's spilling salt. See how he's dumping salt? Look at that. See how he's dumping salt out on the road? Well, he's salting the road. That's what he's doing. Well, anyway, remind me of a lady who was going down the road one time. I heard this story from a truck driver. She come up to a truck driver and she's like, "Sir, you're spilling your load everywhere. You're spilling everywhere." The truck driver just took off. He got the next red light. The lady pulled up, started screaming, honking the horn. "Sir, you're dumping your load everywhere." He just took off again. And finally, she stepped to the side of it. She was really raising Cain this time. She's like, "You're dumping your load everywhere." He said, "Ma'am, I'm a salt truck." My God. I thought that was funny. But anyway, yeah, if y'all just joined me, I am live on I-80 in Iowa. You can see the snow here. I'll just give y'all a couple of pictures of the snow. I was just in Florida the other day, y'all. Now I'm over here in Iowa. Look at it snowing. Actually, it's not snowing right now. We got a lot of snow on the ground. It's only 31 degrees, so it ain't that cold yet. I'm headed up to Minneapolis. I'm sure it's going to get colder as it go along. But I want to bring y'all a video this morning of the snow. Or what's snow on the road anyway. Roads are clear and dry. Everything looks good. How's everybody doing out there this morning, this Sunday morning? Everybody doing good? Hope so. Hope y'all are alive and well and everybody's good at home. Everybody's doing good. Y'all let me know where you're at and what the weather is. What the weather's like where you're at. Like I said, currently I'm in Iowa on I-80 and it's 31 degrees. It ain't really clear, y'all. I gotta get a better camera, and soon I will. Soon I'll get the GoPro cameras or something. I can do this a little bit more professional. But yeah, we're claiming to be the professional YouTuber, just old truck driver with a phone, trying to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate all y'all watching. Y'all following along. That's awesome. It's a good thing. Hey, this road, middle road. Well, good morning. Westbound. We did a different detour last night. A trainee I got, he has family in Peoria, Illinois, and as we was coming up, he said, "Sean," he's like, "We're going to Minneapolis." He's like, can I go by and visit my mom?" And I hadn't seen her in a year or so, and I looked at the route. It's only going to be like 20 miles more to go this way, so I said, sure, that'd be fine. So we stopped off, and we got there about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I parked near his house, and I let him, his mom and dad came down. They were really excited. They were happy to see him, and he hadn't seen him in a couple of years, so he was happy for that. So he went home and seen them, then we started back this morning. So I wouldn't be out of route that the GPS is taking me through Iowa, so that's probably pretty cool. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. I hope everybody's doing all right. Y'all having a good weekend. Y'all let me know in the comments where you're at, where you're located, what the temperature is. Like I told y'all today, it was like 78 degrees. I was up in Florida. Now look at me. I'm up here in Iowa. Got to be prepared, y'all. Got to be prepared for the truck driving winters. And got to be prepared for the summers. Got to be prepared for all weather. But I want to talk to y'all about something this morning. I was waiting for a few people to get on, but I wanted to talk to you about graveyards. Visiting graveyards and tombs in life. You know, a graveyard is meant to mourn and it's meant to visit things that we have buried. People we buried, things that we buried. It's all right to go and visit the graveyard. It's natural to go back and visit. It's natural to live there. So you may be going through life and you may be living in this graveyard. You can visit it, but you only live in it. Things we go through in life, it's normal for us to go back and visit things that we've lost. People that have said goodbye. Things that have happened that has harmed us. It's natural as humans to go back and to visit that. Because that's what makes us wise. So if you say, well, why do I keep visiting these problems? It's okay to visit. That's how we learn. We think about things like when I'm truck driving, I'm out here driving, I may think of things in the past, but I don't live them. I may think of things that I've done wrong and how I can benefit my family by not doing those things or returning those things. But I don't live in the past. So you say, Sean, what are you trying to say? What I'm trying to say is we're not meant to live in a graveyard. It's not meant for us to be there. So if you're going through some problem in life and you're visiting them, but you find yourself with a mattress and you're living in that graveyard, it's going to destroy you. If you live in the past, you live around dead things all the time, you're going to die. Physically, spiritually. people get so caught up in things that mistakes they make. You've been around people that brought up mistakes in your past. You know, maybe people have brought up stuff that you did 15 years ago, 10 years ago, and they say, yeah, Sean, look, you know, you did this, you did that. You can bring it up, but I'm not living there no more. You know, you may visit me on Friday, and I may be visiting something in my past, and on Sunday, I'm not there no more. I'm blossoming, I'm moving along. I'm going to move on from my past. I'm going to let that go. And that's what you got to do. Drivers, you're out here, and you might have made mistakes in your life, and, you know, somebody's might have done you wrong. You got to let those people go. You got to bury them. You got to bury that. That relationship that didn't work out for you, bury it. That job that didn't work out for you, bury it. You might go back and you may visit it in your past. You may think, you know, how can I overcome this? What can I do wrong? Or what can I do right to overcome that? And that's okay. But don't dwell on it all the time. Don't move in the graveyard. God has set you free from that. You know, the Bible says the angel was there when Jesus was buried in the tomb, and, you know, he had rose, but Mary went to visit him, and he said, woman, why are you visiting dead which is alive? If you want to be alive, do not be going back all the time to which is buried. Let that past go. Hope that helps you out, man. Hope that helps y'all out this morning. What's going on there, Thats? Thats Hoodstar, what's happening? Appreciate you joining me on my live this morning. So I wanted to share that message with y'all this morning about visiting graveyards, and I hope it helps you out. But whatever you're going through in life, y'all, just let that stuff be buried, man. You got to move on. Move on from it. Shake it off. Don't live in the past. Learn from it, but don't live in it. That's why we have a rear view mirror. Y'all notice that? We have rear view mirrors in the cars. They're not for going forward, y'all. Rear view mirrors is for looking in it briefly so that the past doesn't come back to get us again. So you got to have a rear view mirror so you can see the past, exactly. But if you stare at that rear view mirror all the time, boy, you'll definitely wreck. You run off the road, kill something. So y'all quit looking at that rear view mirror, y'all. Quit staring at the world in the rear view. It's time to look forward. Get it. How's everybody doing now? Everybody doing good? Y'all just joining me live. I'm on I-80 in the state of Iowa. Long ways from Georgia. See if I can clean this window off a little bit. It's a little dirty this morning. There we go. That looks a little better anyway. Yeah, the roads are good and dry. It ain't nasty. It's clear. You know, driving the snow like blind. You ever make your eyes blind? It's almost like driving in the sun. It's so white, it just hurts your eyes. We don't get a lot of snow down where I'm from, down in Georgia. It is pretty to look at. It can hurt your eyes after a while, I'll tell you that. Just joined me live. Like I said, I'm on 80 in the state of Iowa. We're getting through here. Yeah. On the way to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Just wanted to touch base with y'all, let y'all know where I was at, what was going on. You know how I touch base with y'all 2 or 3 times a day. Probably y'all followers are trying to keep up where I'm at, what I'm doing. Show y'all some pretty snow here in Iowa. I'll haul back at y'all when I get back over to Minnesota tonight, when I get to Minneapolis. I got some chicken I'm going to cook on the grill. Actually, I got some rotisserie chicken. It's actually already cooked. I ain't going to be cooking the chicken on the grill. And I may warm it up in the grill, whatever. Make some mixed vegetables tonight. Have me do a little dinner. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all back in a little while. This is Trucking Life with Sean. Let's get it.